welcome back to my channel. My name is Ali and this is Java with Ali, and today we're going to do my first application in Java for Android. So following on from my previous video, hopefully now you've downloaded Android Studio and the relevant SDKs that are associated with it throughout setting it up. I will talk you through some right now to set up your emulator as well, like I have, and we'll just take a look first at what we do. So I'm just going to go through briefly what steps to do to create your first application first. So you say File, New Project, set up a new project, and then of course when you go through the pages, which we will open now, you click on Empty Activity, select your new thing. Now there's two things to keep in mind. One is Java, because we're going to develop it in Java. Your package name should be com.whatever folders that you have it in. And then I have selected API 16 as it's the lowest that you can possibly go in this minimum software development kit compatibility, which covers 99.8% of devices, which is the main goal. Once you set it up, you should be able to see two screens. One is your main activity and the other one is your activity underscore main XML file, which is in your resources folder, which is your layout for the application. Now you see these two appear, then you might have to wait some more time for everything to load as it downloads the relevant software kit available, so please be also on the internet, of course. And then it comes with a couple of different folders, which we mentioned in the previous video as well. So we have manifests, so our Android manifest file. We have our Java file here, which is our main activity, which is what we're going to look at now as well. Generated because I'm running the thing, which you won't see initially until you run it, and the same with resources. So resources, our activity main comes from the layout folder. So we have our map here and also our values and our drawable. So for the moment, let's just look at what is on our main activity, which is pretty empty at the moment. It just has our generic information that we have. We've imported a package. It's in the package even com.example.myapplication, which was in the previous picture that we showed up, and two important packages that we have now imported, which is the app compact activity and the Android OS bundle. So our bundle is, you can see here when I highlight the word bundle, it shows up here as well, which we're using in our saved instance. And this is part of the Android operating system, which you can see here is 4 different platforms, 4 different application programming interfaces, which are basically kind of like a lot of files that are going to interact with our Android Studio, which are already inbuilt, that we can access and use and modify. Well, we can't modify them, but we can build on them. So let me just go through this. So we have our public class main activity, again with a capital letter because it's a class name. Extends because it's inherited. If you're unsure about inheritance, please go back and check the inheritance video that I already created for Java. This is the next level up from already knowing your core Java basics, and then you do Android after that. So the previous videos should indicate what comes next. Then we have, it's extending from our app compact activity, which you see is the base class for activities that you wish to use newer platform features on older Android devices. Some of these back-ported features include using our action bar, building, switching between themes, and using our drawer layout. So you can see here it uses 2 different key terms, which is extends and implements. If you're unsure about those key terms, please check out the inheritance videos first, and then on top of that we'll talk about the other things as well. Implements is also a key term. Here we have our override because we have extended our app compact activity. Our override allows us to import from code. So we have our override methods that we can click on here on the code, and you can see all of our override methods that are available to us in different parts. So we have here our just our regular activity as well. We have our override method to get intent, get window, on restart, and in this instance we're just using our on create, and it comes from our app compact activity. So this is when you go to code, override methods, and you can see lists of what is available. On start, on stop, anything that's crossed out is usually deprecated, which means that the support for these are not available anymore. Now you can also copy the Java doc, which is down here, which is going to basically put a comment on top of your method. And we have insert, add, override, so you can see that it's an overridden method. So basically we take the method from our parent or superclass. If you've already a base of other languages, then you might call it your base class, your superclass, and your base class, or your parent or child, and the language changes based on what background you have learned programming from already. So protected, then we have our public, private, and protected level of security. Void is our normal run-of-the-mill keyword. On create is the name of the method, and it is going to basically use bundle saved instance state, and we are going to pass that through to our super on create, and then we set our content view being activity main. Now the more activity layouts that I create, so if I create another layout here, if I go new layout resource file and call it whatever it is, that is where it's being referred to here. So or layout activity main is actually just resource layout activity main here. Now let's go to our activity main and see what's there. At the moment it's an empty activity. You can see here with every first program in the world we always use hello world, so that's what we're going to use today. I've just left it as it is, and we're going to set up our emulator. If you have a real Android device you can also do this as well, but I would advise first using the emulator. So our AVD manager is here for your virtual device manager for your Android. I have already set up one. It's the Pixel XL API 22. That's the resolution. This is the API and the target, the CPU, and the size on the disk. If we want to create a new virtual device, just click on this and then go through clicking through the screens. Now you may have, I'm using Lollipop, you may want to download any of these as you go through it. So you download any of these, and then you may need to download something over here as well, just to pay attention to that as well. And you just click on through to downloading it. Once you've done that, then your emulator should appear like so. It should just be the front of your Android device, tablet, phone, whichever you have just chosen, and then you press your little play button, which is up here, to run the activity, and that's all it does so far. That is our first application in Android. Woo! Congratulations, you're now on track to start Android development. This is our first application, and we will take it from there in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'm so happy and grateful that everyone has that the subscriber count is now up to 1,000 as well. I'm so happy, and it just encourages me to make more. So please do like, share, and subscribe, and comment below if you have any questions. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.